ACCA December 2024 SBL exam pre-scene information analysis. Hello, this is Zeynep Marjan. This is part 1 of my analysis where we will start with overview of some key points in the case. First things first, events by nature are project-based work. Just like a film studio or a construction company, event management businesses are going to need to handle each event as a separate project. So, assuming that you have already studied, you have already read the whole syllabus, go refresh your knowledge on project management. It's going to come handy in the exam. Events management is growing 11% annually when we look at the global numbers. So globally, this industry is expected to grow a total of 68% in the following 5 years. Event management businesses make a percent of the revenue from the event. So they are making 35 to 40% of the ticket sales from the event. They are not getting the event income themselves. When we look at the country where our company Rodnim is operating, Harland is a large, prosperous, and economically advanced country, which is good because people and corporations need to have money to organize or attend to events. If people don't have disposable income, if there's a recession, if companies don't have budget to organize events, then it will be a tough year for events management business. Now, the pre-scene doesn't hold it back. We know from the start we are dealing with an established and highly competitive events management industry. So, high competition should have made you think of porters, especially when there is the word industry in the same sentence. Do a porter's 5 forces analysis. Now, next, there are a wide variety of sizes in this market. There are small companies, there are nationally large companies, and the largest are also doing business internationally. There are 4 big companies in this market, and they are clearly dominating the market. They have 74% of the market. Very tough market to survive as a small company. Types of events, types of clients. First things we will see is that the 4 big event types are making up most of the market. 89% of the market is sports event, conferences, festivals, and music concerts. When we leave these apart, we have only 11% of the market shared between private events and virtual events. Private events are not growing, and they are not expected to grow. So we already know the industry is very competitive. Think of a market segment that's no longer growing, hasn't grown in a while, and is not expected to grow in the near future. We are talking cutthroat competition for private events. Not good at all. Virtual events, on the other hand, are growing in popularity. We are talking about a segment that, when you look at the industry life cycle, is at the growth stage where you can get a slice of that pie much more easier than protecting your share in private events. So virtual events, an opportunity. Sports events are also growing in popularity. There's big demand, so nice segment. And for the other 3, we don't know much, but we know that the industry is established in Harland, so probably those segments are also established. Client types, similar picture. Corporate events are making majority of the market. Corporate clients are making majority of the market. 23% of the clients are from public sector, which Rodnim is not serving to, which will be an opportunity for Rodnim. And private individuals make such a small portion of the market, confirming that it doesn't make sense, for example, to make any new investment for private events and private individuals. Instead, make that investment to get a bigger share from virtual events or get new public clients or corporate clients. Collaboration and cooperation. This is important for us because we know that Rodnim is not doing any cooperations, or doesn't have any strategic alliances. We have industry risks below. These industry risks align perfectly with some of the PESTEL factors. You should make a PESTEL analysis from this pre-scene. Technology is always a part of SBL exams, but in this case, it's probably going to help you get serious competitive advantage. So read the parts about technology carefully and think how you can use those to gain competitive advantage for Rodnim. We have industry KPIs, and we are going to see soon that according to some of those KPIs, Rodnim is not doing well. Here is Rodnim. Rodnim is a 50-50 partnership, meaning which that unlike the company structures we know, everything is based on these two partners, Amanda and Safi. There is no Rodnim without Amanda and Safi. There is no governance, there are no formal structures. On the positive, this is a very flexible structure, very entrepreneurial still. They can make decisions very fast, things can be very flexible. So depending on the case, you might be asked about possible incorporation, meaning restructuring Rodnim as a limited company. You should think about that, and you should also think about change management because that's a big change, and you are going to need to approach that change in a structured way because it's going to be very complex. So we see the organizational structure, again reflecting the partnership. 2 managing partners, 3 managers. Managers have very different experience levels. One of them has 20 years of experience, one is a new graduate. And we see almost all support activities done by the accountant, his title being head of business support, but still, even data analytics is done by a certified accountant. The only support activity is not done by head of business support is procurement because it should be held by the person who is delivering the event probably. So procurement is done by head of event delivery, but other than that, any support function that you can think of is done by a CPA, which is not possible to do decently. Rodnim refined the 6-stage tendering process, which is good. They seem to have good information systems. Again, that's good, and you can improve on those information systems to gain even more competitive advantage. We have an extract from the website. We know that the mission is commitment to quality, ensuring clients' needs and expectations are fully met. We see the strategic aims, and then we get the risk register extract. You will see that some things that you expect to see in a risk register are not here. This can be because this is only an extract or they're simply not there. They were never included in the register, so refresh your knowledge of risk register, please. Performance. Rodnim is doing poorly. They don't seem to be managing event budgets well. They are losing operating profit, and their success in tenders don't translate to profit.